Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa, where I am done being an idiot and realizing I had the wrong phrase selected. Was the issue.
Like he was acting weird.
We figured it out, sorry.
We did. So yeah, there were... At first I was worried it was an issue with the controls. There we go.
We just didn't understand how it works. So, our apologies.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
There we go.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
How?
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
I think, well, I mean, obviously the fact that he was like really pushing us on this genocide jacket angle. What's wrong with Bakua's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Why is no one else helping?
About the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Bakua is responsible hidden in there? What could it be?
There's the extension cord, the library, there's lots of things.
I'm surprised like the locker room thing hasn't come up yet. Library desk lamp.
Yeah. It's not plugged in now.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
Yes.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
That's something to be proud of.
Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Was it really a rope?
There must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope
There
before
you
in
go.
my life.
No, it's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
Extension cord.
that extension
Extension
cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room.
No.
Then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Nope.
Close. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could
No.
you hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Did she come to kill him?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Bakua said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There is definitely something off about what he said.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Okay.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying
The poster and all that
The
stuff.
poster, yeah.
I believe I do.
Hey, Yakua, did you just say... Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Bakua, who'd been so confident up till now...
He's starting to crack.
Maybe Bakua never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that
have it.
shows the murder took place somewhere else.
Locker room
I guess
posters.
the posters.
Yeah.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is...
And the rug.
poster
Yeah.
that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
I like the scissors,
Meanwhile,
scissors.
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker room.
A carpet.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Oop.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To make it look like she was killed in the girls' locker room, but that doesn't...
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly
Because he's not
plausible.
supposed to be able to get into
Don't you
her
think?
locker room. I remember because Toko was supposed to be the killer, so if it happened in the girls' locker room, it makes sense because she
Right.
can get in.
What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker
The
room in the
handbook.
first
The
place?
hand, yep.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Now I'm like, man, are we so far off?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
He's right. Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yeah, the e-handbook.
No, that's wrong.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
There you go.
She was the ultimate programmer
missed.
after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it.
Let's see what else they say.
It was the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
I think that wasn't it. Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it? Oh, so it is the.
Really possible? Could Chihiro really...
You gotta do it on
She
his.
must
There
have
you go.
hacked her e-handbook.
So that, no, that's not it. It's the next one.
She used the thing that
Oh, the one about Leon's?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah, there we go.
No, it's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just...
No.
wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
The broken one is Chihiro's.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya was really the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What
Could
other
have
way
borrowed
is
somebody
there?
else's.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all
What?
to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must
Is
please
there a
you.
way to program the buzzers? Or
Huh?
the door switches?
It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
What did we miss?
So,
Are we not
shall we
supposed to
go?
get it?
How else could she... So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
They've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Oh god.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Good job, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine
No, she
her.
wouldn't. Oh. I think
Is she not really a girl?
that's what I'm thinking.
So just leave this to me.
That's why she wouldn't exercise during the day, because she wouldn't have been able to get into the girls' locker rooms. That's why she would never work out with them. That's why she always went at night.
I had a theory about this when they said that she only hangs out with the
Right,
boys.
go with the guys,
and I was
yeah.
like, I don't know. I was like that as a teenager. I hung out with boys more than girls.
Right.
But then I had thought about that. So.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
So did Byakuya discover her in there?
Huh.
Because that's probably her secret, is that she's
not it at
actually a
all.
boy.
Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body. I thought the same thing. I was like,
Be
no.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but
That's when I was trying to figure out how Chihiro got in. That was one of my thoughts.
what? This is... What is this?
Whoa.
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping
So how
you
does that
waiting.
change things?
Now then, let's
Well,
resume the class
It
trial.
explains how she got in.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro
Man,
was
I wish I would have voiced my
actually a
opinion about that.
boy.
I know, right?
Yes,
But I'm like,
well,
I don't really want to
I
get
don't
into
know his
that.
reasons
No.
for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Alright, that's what I figured.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
So it almost takes Toko out of the running because Leon's handbook is broken.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
For her not to know? That's crazy.
I think to make it look like a girl did it.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But
That doesn't stand up, because why would he make it look like Genocide Jack did it? Because if we get it wrong, then someone else graduates.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Oh. What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And who the hell is it besides Toko and him?
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right
That
now?
I can't figure out why you would do that.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no, I know what his reasons would be. To force, I wonder if he was suspicious of Toko being Genocide Jack, and this was a way to force that out of her.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
God, I wanted it to be you. You drive me nuts.
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means...
Real murder scene was the boys'
So
locker
the
room.
killer is a
There's
guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay. Good bullet we get here. Celeste's account, which I don't remember, actually.
We just saw hers.
What was her thing?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Huh?
Sure, if someone saw the killer, they would have
Celeste saw
said
her go
something
out,
about it.
remember? She saw the bag.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that
In the
might be
warehouse?
enough for now.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Ah.
It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
I don't think the one you were trying to shoot at the end was right.
No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness. Yeah, she has more information about that. No, I think that was. So you think it's that one?
It's not the clue.
Us to who did it.
There's one more.
Nobody can. Sure, if someone saw the kill. Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
No, that's it.
Right here.
All we need right now is any
In kind of new info.
I don't think that's it.
Why?
Because this one's saying
saw the victim?
no one did. No one but the killer.
And only the.
But Celeste isn't the killer.
Right. He's saying only the killer saw her, and that's not, or saw him, and that's not true.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I'm in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Somebody else was in there working out at night.
Well, we're just gonna have to find out who in the next episode.
I don't even know who it would be at this point. I have two suspicions.
Not what's his, Mondo. Yeah, I was gonna say Mondo is my next.
And he won't kill a girl, and he's not a girl.
Yeah, it would make sense.
It's gonna destroy me though. It's gonna ruin the BFF.
I know.
train of,
But they're like that. They're like at the top of my like.
yeah, mine too. Those are the two I was thinking.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for us.
This has been my conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy Theory 101. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, do please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.